Hello everyone, I am Dr. Eric Morrison. This is 7 Under 3, and I'll be covering trading education using the TC2000 and TradingView platforms. Hello, this is the Futures Week in Review, and I want to start off with the basket trade that I went ahead and did this week, which is by far the most risk managed and most profitable that I've ever had as far as these turns are concerned. Now, I've been profitable on trend trading, but mastering these turns have been nice as far as being able to understand when a potential futures turns. And big hat tip to Jason Shapiro over at Crowded Market Report for teaching me this overall turn method. Now, I added it to my process. His process is a little different as far as how long he's in this overall turn, but I have adapted it to work for day trading and during the week, while this COT index is the way it is from week to week. So I'm going to start off with gold, but I need to look at the bigger macro picture in terms of the overall categories. The categories have all of the metals in there, and it gives us a crowding in terms of positioning that shows us how crowded a potential category is. Now, for the metals, it's gold, silver, platinum, palladium, and copper. And I went ahead and programmed this to identify the crowding in this. And we got 73% short on the commercials, large speculators 72% long, and 68% long for this week. It was a little bit less last week, but the COT index was maximized out as well for a strong sell signal. And there's additional money flow that was into the metals, about 1% for all of them coming in this week. So this tells us that we have strong sell positioning. So what I did was, for the week, I went ahead and started doing my Z3 shorts here. I did my Z3 short. The first Monday was profitable. This never triggered when the Z3 short was here. This overall had money flow to the downside, went and did a COT index short here, and it kept going down. Now, because not only the individual futures had a COT index, but also the category at the same time, this showed some surprising movement and momentum to the downside. Same thing with copper. Previous week, we had the entire week a profit going forward. We had a break-even stop, which was a no-risk trade that came back and zeroed out. We had a nice profit on Monday, and it never triggered another Z3 short. Went Z3 short here after this big drawdown move with the momentum to the downside, and continued to go to the downside for copper. Nice overall gains for copper from Monday all the way to the end of the week on Friday. I'm not holding these over the weekend because the COT index could change, and what I'm doing is just maximizing these turns right now going forward. Now, platinum went ahead and did a great trade here. We had a Z3 short that came in there, put a break-even stop, and didn't come up, and closed out on Friday with some nice overall gains. So this one stayed in it all the way until Friday. This continued to be crowded long going into next week. Now, silver did the same. Had an initial loss here about at 2,800, and then another $115 loss here after this was triggered. And then I got an overall stop here with the trigger with the down momentum candle, and put a break-even stop and continued and got out on Friday. And this overall gain definitely made up for this overall gain over the Z3 short on silver. Last was palladium. Overall pretty strong and mixed here for both large speculators and commercials and small speculators. So I placed it as a Z3 short and didn't go until massive momentum to the downside that hit on Wednesday for the majority of them, and then continued to hold it until Friday. Again, with just one contract each in this overall basket, massive gains, and by far my most profitable, most risk managed trade going forward as far as the overall turns. Just a small indication on how powerful these Z3 shorts are. This is Z3 excursion here. I didn't take this trade, but as you can see, it is crowded long, and commercials are below the 6-month average, and it went up, touched this, and went all the way down till it bounced off the RL270. So it just goes to show you the increase in probabilities when you let price come to you. Now, one thing on softs, which was interesting, went ahead, got a nice Sunday Monday fade here, and then it continued to go up. But this thing continues to go up even with the cotton indice down. So when you look at the softs overall picture, you can see why. The cotton indice for the category is up on a mixed softs category. So it's at 100, 0, and 2%. So if we go back to OJ, this conflicts with this, and that's why it's continuing to move to the upside. Healthcare got another nice overall Z3 short, and the Dow basically did not touch its Z3 excursion. It just was so weak it went ahead and collapsed anyway. The major drawdown day on Thursday. So what we have is Mexican peso, cocoa, S&P midcap 400, gold, copper, coffee, NASDAQ, OJ, platinum, silver, energy, staples, healthcare, the Dow. Interesting that the 30 years now crowded long with the cotton indice. Soybean meal, oats, rice, all have strong sell positioning. Weak buy positioning would be wheat. So for a strong buy positioning, we have Canadian dollar, Japanese yen, New Zealand dollar, Swiss franc, cotton, feeder cattle, hard red wheat, ultra 10, corn, and soybeans. All strong buy positioning that's highlighted green. Highlighted yellow with weak sell positioning would be the euro, South African rand, crude oil, dollar, heating oil, gasoline. And one thing that I want to look at here and show you in terms of the mixed and the purples is they may also have a cotton indice mixed, but the Nikkei US dollar futures are mixed and doesn't have a cotton indice. But if you look at the Nikkei with the yen, it is extremely crowded short, which could mean that the yen could go down while its markets could go shoot up. And it does have a signal to go up. And if you look at the crowding overall, 74% long on the commercials, 85% short, and 51% for small speculators. So this is massively crowded short. It could just rocket up. Nothing on the FTSE other than the fact that we got a delta stack and a percent change stack, and it's mixed overall for the FTSE 100 for those folks that are over there in the UK. Bitcoin is still mixed in terms of its positioning, and Ethereum is also mixed as its positioning too as well. A lot of money, though, is going into Ethereum at 27% increase in overall contracts. Still low amounts of volume here within Ethereum futures, but now with the approval of the ETFs, all this is going to start picking up. Well, folks, that's all I have for the Futures Week in Review. If you're interested in these kind of strategies going forward, programming in both PineScript or Python, auto trading, and joining Crowded Market Report and a community that discusses the commitment of traders tables and how to actually trade them, click on the links below. And remember, ruthless risk management. Remember Memorial Day on Monday. Have a great weekend, and I'll see you on Monday evening. Well, if you like this video, hit the like rumble button below and the subscribe button. And if you want more information, click the course information links below. On the TradingView link and on TC2000, I have an affiliate link. If you open up a TC2000 account, you will receive a $25 discount using that link. Thank you for your time.